Hello, and welcome to Paranormal Saturday. Welcome
to the paranormal, to the paranormal, to the paranormal, to the paranormal.
You may enter at your own discretion. You may enter at your own discretion.
Hello. So glad you could join us today on Paranormal Saturday, here within the Paranormal Mansion. Paranormal Saturday is a parashow like no other, folks. For here, we do dabble a bit in theatrics, as well as satire, skits, and whatever else will help highlight certain themes and drive home the point. Also, folks, I don't host this show alone, for I also happen to have two fictional made-up co-hosts who go by the names of Mr. Small Pint and Mr. Big Stuff. They both provide a bit of comic relief and balance to the show when needed.
Boss, am I funny to you?
Shut up, Twinkle Toes. Anyways, with that being said, please do have a seat and buckle up. For as usual, you're in for one heck of a ride as we explore the paranormal. So let's do this. Welcome all to Paranormal Saturday. Welcome all Mansion.
Boss, am I funny to you?
Good grief.
God dog it, Mom. Hello, and welcome to Paranormal Saturday. Welcome to the Paranormal Mansion. On today's show, I think we're going to...
Boss, can we discuss UFOs?
I stand corrected, folks. On today's show, we're going to discuss UFOs, unidentified flying objects, because that's what Small Pint, the 21-year-old autistic wonder, would like to discuss. So without further ado, folks, let's just jump right into the show. Welcome all to Paranormal Saturday. Let's do this. I don't know, folks. I've just never been a big UFO type of person, you know? UFOs don't really excite me. They never really have, probably because I've never seen one, you know? And here's just some things, you know? One, why do UFOs need lights? That's always bugged me. Because to me, lights are specifically designed for navigational purposes, you know? So that one boat or airplane can identify the position of the other. I think red light is starboard, blue light is port, or something like that. I forget. I used to take pilot lessons years ago. But so I always say to myself, if a UFO entered the Earth's atmosphere, or even while it's flying through space, what purpose do beacon lights play on a ship that's soaring through space? And that's just never made sense to me. I mean, when you're younger, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool to see a spacecraft in the movies, you know, all lit up and everything. But in reality, UFOs don't need lights. They serve zero purpose. At least in space travel they do. And another reason why UFOs kind of bore me and or annoy me is that they don't have no immediate impact on my life. I care about things that affect me now, in the physical, things that can or are willing to change my personal fortune either in a good or bad way. If UFOs or aliens have existed alongside mankind for centuries, what do they have to show for it? What, pyramids? So what? You know, that civilization got wiped out. I mean, I'm just saying, what do they have to show for it? What good have they done? What injustices have they stopped? And if they have intervened in ways myself or others don't know about, then to me their existence is utterly meaningless.
Boss, that's mean.
And another thing I've always wondered, and that is, why are the powers that be, at least as portrayed in movies and television, always think humans would panic if it were ever found out that aliens really existed?
Panic about what?
My point exactly, Small Pint. I mean, the way things are going for many right now, not just in America, but around the world, poor nations, civil strife, people starving, etc., whatever, I think in light of that, people would be more likely to rejoice than to panic over the discovery or realization that UFOs actually exist. I actually think knowing there was other life out there, intelligent life, would give more people a sense of hope rather than doom. the way the powers that be always suggest and use it as an excuse to hold information back from the general public. I mean, what a lame excuse, man. This idea that people are too frail and soft to handle the fact that UFOs could or do exist. I mean, look at all the other things people have to go through on a daily basis throughout the centuries and eons. You know, I think humans are very adaptable. I think it would be a shock maybe for like 5 minutes, if that. But after that, I think people would break out like the champagne bottles, you know?
In my opinion.
I mean, really, the only people I think who might be offended would be religious folks, you know, like the leaders of churches and mosques and, you know, just the whole religious order of things on Earth. I think they might be a little bit upset because, you know, if their believers or parishioners suddenly knew and realized there was other life out there, then the money would stop. You know what I'm saying? The well would dry up. People would stop. You know, why would you give tithing to a church if you know that E.T. has a colony on the other side of Jupiter? What would be the point of tithing anymore? Because then you'd be like, well, daggone, man. Did Jesus die for the aliens also? You know what I'm saying? Like when Jesus died on the earth, did his blood sacrifice on the earth, did it cover, or does it cover the whole galaxy, the whole universe, or just is it limited to the planet Earth? You know, I mean, questions like this would start arising from the parishioners. And then worse yet, what if the aliens came back and said, we're the ones who created you, we're the ones who seeded life on Earth, you know, we are your creators? I mean, that would be a very brutal thing for the aliens to say because of all the people who have put all their hope in eternal life. And who wants to suddenly realize that there really is no eternal life and that your creator looks more like a gigantic insect, you know, with big bulging eyes, whatever, you know? And then it's like, okay, well, could then people be like, oh my gosh, you mean I was created in the image of a 10-foot tall insect?
Boss, now you're going off the rails.
No, I'm not, Small Pint. I mean, that's what religious people would think about, you know? I think that's why, like, the Pope and other leaders of the church, if aliens do exist, no telling how much money they're, what I call hush money, to keep that news quiet so that the money can keep flowing upward, you know, from the parishioners. And then another thing that gets me about aliens, are they racist? Are aliens racist? Because the only people that seem to always get abducted are like white women. You know, like blonde-haired, blue-eyed white women.
Hey boys, look what I got here.
Hey, where are the white women at?
I mean, you just never hear like black women or Filipino women, you know, or islander women or any other women who aren't white. You never hear them talking about being abducted and you know, examined by space aliens and or even white men. It's like the only people that aliens are interested in examining in an exotic way on some table up there in space or something seems to be Europeans. So I'm just saying, are aliens racist? I mean, it's questions like that, and I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's questions like that I wish people in the UFO community would tackle and take on sometime, instead of just existing within their own cultural bubble and understanding. Sometimes you got to step out the bubble, man, in order to give this whole UFO thing more credibility with others. Anyway, Small Pint, are you happy? Okay, I covered UFOs. That's really all I have to say about them. You got anything you want to add? Well, Small Pint, what do you have to say?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me. Then you'll be left alone. Oh, baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own.
Give me the mic, man. Snap out of it, man. Snap out of it, Small Pint. God dog, man.
Well, boss, that was weird.
Yes, it was weird, man. Your autism is kicking in towards the end of the show. Either that or you were possessed.
Possessed?
Yeah, possessed. And in fact, I think that's going to be the title or the theme of our next Paranormal Saturday show is possession. Demonic possession, man. Because I think the look on your face and everything singing that song, what you know about ragtime song, man, that's from like the 1920s. Yeah, I think you were possessed.
Oh, boss, don't say that. Where's some holy water so I can douse myself in it?
No worries, Small Pint. I got this, man. But right now, we got to wrap this show up on UFOs and why UFOs annoy me. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, man, I can't believe they bust out in Hello, My Darling. Good googly moogly. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for once again tuning in and putting up with our antics here on Paranormal Saturday, a show like no other, where we try to bring you the paranormal in a way that no other show can and or does. And with that, we are out. Be well, and please no karaoke, not in the paranormal mansion. I'll tolerate many things, but not karaoke.
Hey, boss, did I look fat while I was singing that song?
Good gracious, there we go again with being fat, man. No, you didn't look fat. You looked
Possessed.
Now help me close down the studio. Show's over.